What's up, YouTube? Signal Seeker 963 here, otherwise known as Pixel. I'm back with another video, and I wanted to talk about how society is sick. And when I mean sick, I mean cancer sick. Just think about it. You're told to go to school for 18 years to get a degree and then to get a career so you can work a 9 to 5, 5 days a week, and only get 2 days off and get 1 week vacations or 2 week vacations once a year. It's honestly insane that people think this is normal. And even on those days off, you're not really off. You're running errands, you're doing chores, you're battling sleep. You're just extremely tired. So it's like, does that even count as a day off? And the 1 to 2 week vacations you get, that's nothing compared to 365 days out of the year. It's honestly so sad how people just accept this. And another thing, that degree you get from college doesn't guarantee success. You could apply for that career you got from that degree and they may not even get back to you. They may not even accept you. And I'm not saying this is the case all the time. It's probably half and half. But I'm just saying you're not guaranteed success. Another thing is the work hours are way too long and they don't pay us enough. Because think about it. If you're working from 9 in the morning to 5 at night, and you're still not making enough to pay your water bill, your phone bill, your car insurance, then something's wrong with society. That's why I'm saying our society has a cancer. It's sick with a cancer, and it needs to heal. Another thing, why do you have to pay for water and food if you're born on this earth against your will? That's something I will never understand. Like, no one asked to be here. And even if you did, you know, whatever you believe about souls or whatnot, why would you have to pay for basic necessities just to get by? Think about it. Capitalism is built off of surviving. It's not built off of living to your fullest potential. You're literally just scraping by. I'm just saying, if enough people stop participating in this system, it would crumble so fast. But so many people participate in it because they think it's the only way. And I get it. You know, most people don't want to be homeless. I completely get it. But at the same time, if nothing changes, then nothing's going to get better. If we're too afraid, which is what they want, what's going to change? Nothing. The only way forward is to start building like-minded communities and growing our own vegetables and just living with each other, helping each other. We should go back to trading. Like, what happened to that system? Like, I trade you for, I don't know, a can of, for example, I trade you for some mac and cheese, and in return you give me some rice or something. I don't know, I'm just throwing out examples, you know? I kind of miss that system. And even, like, money to me has no value. It's past the point where the value... Honestly, money has gotten to the point where it doesn't really matter anymore because inflation is such a joke. And the reason I say it's a joke is because no one can afford anything anymore. Money is just a piece of paper and we gave it value. We only gave it value to make it feel like we needed something in return from our jobs. But the truth is, you don't need money to work. And I know some people argue, but you need money to be motivated. But what if we were just motivated by kindness and helping each other? And I know some people say, well, like, a doctor and a janitor shouldn't be getting the same amount of money, and no one will do that for free. But I disagree. I think human nature, deep down, you would do it for free. And the only reason they don't do it for free is because of the system that's been set in place. Because if the system wasn't set in place, they would do it for free. And I'm not saying everyone, that's where we would need to be kinder as a society. But most people, yeah, most people would do this for free. because most people have empathy. A lot of people care. A lot of people are kind. I'd like to think so. All right, let's go back to school now. In school, not only do they set you up for like a slave job, as I call it, they also lie to you about our history and our past. In my opinion, they lie about physics, they lie about history, they lie about science, they lie about religion. The truth is, we don't know much, and they force you to believe it. And if you get a bad grade on that test, it wasn't your fault. Because what if, let's say you believe in alternative theory and you put that on the test, they'll say that's an F grade, and then they'll measure that based on your success, so you can't graduate. In my opinion, it's an indoctrination camp, and I know that's a bold claim, but when you think about it, it's not too far-fetched. Our society really needs to change for the better. So many people can't afford basic necessities, basic groceries, and it's honestly heartbreaking that no one wants to change anything. They're just complicit with this. It's not going to help us in the long run. We need to change. We need to start like-minded communities. We need to start growing our own vegetables. We need to start communicating with our neighbors. Because think about it, humans were never supposed to live alone. We are very social creatures. We were always supposed to be in like-minded environments. We were never supposed to be separated by houses, living our own lives. You know, the saying, it takes a tribe to raise a baby? That's a very true saying. Because back in the day, they had a bunch of communities, you know, together, where like everyone just helped each other take care of their babies. Because again, it takes more than one person to take care of a baby. We're all connected on the fundamental level. Quantum physics proves this. And yet, we keep treating each other like trash. We keep saying, oh, I'm better than you because I have more money, or because I have a different skin color. None of that matters. We have the same DNA. We are all human. We're all the same deep down. Like, yes, we're different with our beliefs, but that shouldn't matter. That should bring us together, not further apart. Accept each other's differences. Agree to disagree. Don't start hating on someone else. Oh, she's poor and she's liberal, she's crazy. Or, oh, she's Republican and she's rich, I hate her. You know, stuff like that. That doesn't matter. It's never been left or right. It's been us against them. The truth is, it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about understanding each other and understanding each other's perspective. And trust me, I'm guilty of this too. Sometimes in the past, I would get angry when no one would believe me or accept my opinions. But as I've gotten older, I'm 24, I've learned to agree to disagree and see the other's perspective, because sometimes I do struggle with it. I'm not afraid to admit that. And to be fair, that's society conditioned that into us from a young age to make us, you know, hate each other and notice each other's differences. They've taught us to be afraid of each other. They've taught us to be scared of strangers, when strangers are really just a friend you haven't met yet. As cringy as it sounds, it's the truth, right? A stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet. I don't care how corny it sounds. It is the complete truth. And I've seen some small acts of kindness in my own life. There was someone about 3 years ago, my debit card was declining for whatever reason, and someone paid for my drink, and he didn't even know me. I even said, are you sure you don't have to? He said, yeah, I don't mind, and he paid for it. It was a Starbucks drink, and I said, thank you, I really appreciate that, because my card was about to expire, so that probably was why it was declining. But he saved me the embarrassment, and you know, I probably would have just walked away, not gotten the drink, but he was very nice and helped me out. So I'm very thankful for that. And other acts of kindness, literally just holding the door open for someone, it's so small, but honestly, you know, it's just small things like this you gotta hold on to. Even when it seems hopeless, even when no one wants to get along, even when people are mean to each other, you gotta hold on to the small things. Even the small acts, such as holding a door open for someone. That's the most interaction I have with so-called strangers in my life. It's when they hold the door open and I go, thank you. And while it's brief, and while we're gone within 2 seconds, it's honestly the most conversations I've had with anyone. in public. And honestly, it's just kind of sad when I think about it, because, you know, most people in public are so conditioned to just want to get in the store and get out. They want to ignore everyone around them. They don't want to focus on anyone else. And to be fair, the system sets it up like this. They make you tired, exhausted, and crabby, so you're rude to someone else and you don't want to hear their perspective or their point of view or hear their story. You know, I feel like the system conditions people to be so selfish, where people at stores, if you try to go up to them and try talking to them like a friendly human being, they're just gonna think in their head, who are you? You're being weird. I don't talk to strangers. Like, they're not gonna say this, but they're gonna think that and make the conversation as short as possible. Oh, you know, they're probably gonna think, let me just get my food. I just want to go home. Leave me alone. They're not gonna say that, or some people might, but most people are just like, okay, let's end this conversation early. And not everyone is like this. I'm not saying everyone is like this, but most people are like this, and it's honestly very upsetting that the system causes people to act like this. They want us divided, because if we came together and formed a like-minded community, capitalism would fall within a week. I'm so serious. And again, I'm not saying get rid of work. We need work. We need purpose. We need motivation. We obviously need to eat and drink. I'm saying get rid of the system that's been infected with a cancer. Not really even get rid of it. I should have said, what I mean is transform it, right? You don't destroy the old system, you fix it. You fix the broken pieces, like a cancer. You heal. You don't destroy the cancer, that'll make it worse. You heal the cancer. You heal the sickness within our society, okay? Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here, but I really hope these words and my message resonates with you. I really hope you can understand and connect and, you know, just say hi to someone in public today. Even if you're afraid. If you're afraid, just say hi. That's all you have to say. Or just hold the door open for someone. Or try to be more understanding in traffic, which I know a lot of people have road rage. Trust me. I don't, but I know a lot of my friends and family do. And I know it's easier said than done. But if someone does make you angry on the road, just please try to understand. They could be going through something. Even if they seem like a completely rude person. Just try to be understanding. Try to be kind to one another. Even when it's hard, even when you want to argue, just try to be kind. The world needs more kindness, hope, and love. Because fear will divide us all, but love will unite us all. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Bye.